For all of your sports in Lorain, keep your TV tuned to TV20, Lorain City Schools Television.
And welcome to 7th grade boys basketball today on WLCS TV 20. Alongside Joe Bach, I'm Rob Polinsky. We have the Longfellow 7th graders. They are in the blue uniforms and in the white uniforms. It's the Southview 7th graders. Southview with a record of 2-10, coached by Brian Burge. And the 7th graders of Longfellow come in at 3-9, coached by Mike Raisler. Again, Southview with the ball in white. Longfellow in blue on defense, and immediately a three-point field goal goes up by Josh Evans. It's no good. For the white team, the Southview team, Josh Evans, Isaiah Rouser, Dylan Dower, Arzell Nash, and Julius Manning, the starting five. Dior Payne dribbling the basketball for Longfellow. Hands it off to Henry Church, who gives it to Demarius Coleman. Also on the floor is going to be Christian Morales and John Salaman. Steal. And we're going to get a whistle and a foul following that steal on the entrance pass. Foul on Christian Morales. 7th grade boys basketball. Again, it's Southview in white, Longfellow in blue. We're playing this game at the Southview Middle School. And they're going to inbound it to Isaiah Rouser. He'll step back and hit a three. Rouser for three, and it's 3-0 Southview. Nice shot, Joe.
Very nice.
45 seconds into this one. Dior Payne is the point guard for Longfellow. Gets it out to Church, right back to Payne. Man-to-man defense. Payne dumps it inside, now gets it back. Fakes the three, drives in, shot blocked. Offensive rebound, Morales. They swing it out, three ball goes up, banked in, so back-to-back threes. Henry Church with that one. And Longfellow ties them at three.
4:35 and the bank is open.
I guess so. On the left side, Dylan Dower. Dower, top of the key. Bounce pass on the right wing. It's going to be stolen away by Demarius Coleman. Coleman with it. Gets it back out to Payne. Payne dribbling. Being guarded by Isaiah Rouser. Good job by Rouser defensively. To lob it inside, and we're going to get a whistle and holding fouls. They were trying to lob it in there to John Salaman, who has a height advantage. And it looks like a couple of free throws for Salaman.
Even though it's December 20th, I want to hope everybody had a great Christmas and New Year's and holiday season, as this game is going to air after the holidays because of all the concerts and other things we have going on TV 20. So
Happy New Year to everybody.
Happy New Year, that's right. And hope everybody has a prosperous New Year.
Salaman makes 1 out of 2, and it's 4-3. The Longfellow 7th graders over Southview. Rouser with the basketball. He made a three earlier, takes another one and hits that one. Isaiah Rouser with 6.
Give him the ball.
Well, you set a screen for that young man, and he'll let it fly. It's back-to-back threes for the 7th grader Rouser. 6-4. Payne with it. Payne with a bounce pass for Salaman. Salaman put it up around the rim, no good. Payne, the smallest guy on the floor, got the rebound. And it will be Longfellow basketball inbounds. Joe, it's always fun at this age level. You see so many different heights. You have the height of a Salaman, and then at the other end of it, Payne. You see such differences in the junior high.
Yeah, exactly. And it's always good to look back, a few years from now. Oh, I remember.
You'll remember some names. I've noticed that over the years now that when you get me doing some Lorain games, boys and girls, I remember names.
And the kids love these games. They were all excited when they saw me coming in the gym because they know it's going to be on YouTube.
Cool. The pass is intercepted, and Rouser comes out of there with it. Rouser has all 6 points, drives, puts it up. That's no good. Salaman with a rebound, and he'll clear it for his teammate Christian Morales.
Then I told him Rob Polinsky was coming.
Oh, then they were really excited. I'm sure, right. No wonder I had that autograph session when I walked
Exactly.
in. On the right wing, Coleman has it on the three-point line. Coleman with a bounce pass, and he threw it away. It will be Southview basketball. Against Southview at 2-10, and Longfellow 3-9.
I'm sure our viewing audience knows you did some work on ESPN.
We had fun with that.
Are you sure? Yeah, you did a nice job.
Thank you. Jamarian Meadows comes in for Southview. Got to do an Ashland University football game. STO put that on. That was fun stuff. on the drive. They'll put it up off glass rim, no good. A couple of free throws. And it was going to be Dylan Dower at the line, Joe. And he's looking for his first points. But yeah, if we get to do a couple of those next year, that'd be fun too.
Oh, yeah.
3 minutes to go in the first quarter. Dower, a lefty, puts it up perfect on the free throw.
Padding that resume there.
Dower, too late for that, Joe. 7-4.
Never too late.
That ship has sailed, buddy.
Come on.
Oh, they're going to not count that free throw because we're going to have a substitution coming into the basketball game. Or they're not going to let the sub in. Trying to come in is Sennard Henry. I think he has to wait till after this free throw. Henry should be able to come in now, I would think. Yes, he will. That free throw, Dower made both, and you know what? To his credit, he made all three. They took one away.
That's right.
That's hard to do at this level. 8-4. I know it's only 3 minutes in, but Joe, I'm impressed with the skill level of both these teams so far.
Yeah.
And breaking the press is Longfellow on the drive, a free throw, or the layup, no good, but a foul. And I think we're going to get a couple of free throws for John Salomon. 2:51 to go in quarter number one. And John Salomon, the 7th grader for Longfellow, with 1 point. And still at 1 as that one went off the back of the rim. Our first opportunity to see the junior high teams this year for winter sports. Missed them both, but getting the offensive rebound and scoring is Sennard Henry, who just came in. But always like seeing these kids at this level, the boys and the girls. And there's another three, and that time it's the first miss on a three ball by Rouser. He's now 2 out of 3 behind the arc, and his team still leads 8-6. For Longfellow, Dior Payne, number 2, with the basketball. In between the circles, he'll get it over to Demarius Coleman, right back to Payne. Julius Manning playing defense in front of him. Payne with the shot in and out, and we're going to get a whistle and a travel off of the offensive rebound. Stops the clock with 2:15 to go in the first quarter. 8-6, 7th graders. And there's Manning at the foul line. Step back is Dylan Dower. He'll launch a long one and miss it. And Salomon will haul in that rebound. Coach Raisler giving instructions to his team. On the other side of it, Brian Burge coaching the 7th graders from Southview. So we got a foul, and Dior Payne, who was fouled, says his favorite subject is science. His favorite athlete is Derrick Rose. Extracurricular besides this, he likes to play football as a running back, and his future goal, Joe, you'll love this, he might be able to help you out down the road. Dior Payne wants to be a lawyer. Driving the baseline, laying it up and in.
You don't know, Rob.
I do know, that's why I said it. It's Josh Evans with geez. 2. Speaking of ship has sailed, a little too late. A minute and a half. Payne with a bounce pass, and that is going to be wrestled around, and we're going to get a jump ball. But it's interesting, Joe, that a 7th grader, you know, most of these kids will say, you want to be a basketball player, you want to be this, you want to be that. See somebody maybe a little more practical and already thinking of his future is pretty impressive.
Yeah, very impressive.
Coming in is Amarian Curry. And Payne with the basketball, top of the circle. Payne lost control, loose on the floor, and they're going to get it ahead to Rouser. And it goes off of a Longfellow player, and Southview will retain possession and inbounding. Is Dower. His inbound is intercepted. They're going to get it to Payne. Intercepted by a Southview player, and that is going to be Amarian Curry, who got the interception, and then he was fouled. Isaiah Rouser gets it to Manning. Manning with a nice bounce pass inside. They lay it up and in.
Very nice.
Beautiful bounce pass From Julius Manning to Isaiah Dower, to Dylan Dower, he has 4, and it's 12-6. The Southview 7th graders have doubled up Longfellow here in the early going. Payne dribbling on the right wing, gets it over to Demarius Coleman. Pass in the backcourt, out of bounds. It's going to go to Southview. Joe, I don't know how these seasons work out, but I was surprised when I asked the coaches what their records were that they said 2-10 and 3-9. I'm surprised they've already gotten off this many games.
Oh yeah, they start in November.
Okay.
Early mid-November.
Okay, I did not know that. They get it ahead, and a pass is going to be intercepted, and that is Jamarian Meadows. Meadows will get it out to Isaiah Rouser. Another 3-ball, Joe. He's made 3 of them.
Wow.
He's got 9 in the quarter. His team leads 15-6. Under 10 seconds to go first quarter.
We'll keep an eye on that name as years go on.
No doubt about it. Payne will launch one. He'll miss it. That's the end of the first quarter. We've played 1 quarter of 7th grade basketball. Our score, it's the Southview 7th graders 15, Longfellow 6. We're back with the second quarter after this timeout. You're watching boys 7th grade basketball. Today's game on WLCS TV 20.
Opportunities present themselves every day. Opportunities that move us forward. Opportunities to serve part-time in your community while continuing their full-time careers or education to help keep our nation safe at home and around the globe. Explore your opportunities in the Air Force Reserve.
Can I go to the sleepover?
Lucy, I want you to promise me something. If there's any drinking, I want you to say, "No thanks, not my thing."
Mom.
I promise you, your real friends won't care. Deal?
I promise, Mom.
They really do hear you.
Did you pack your toothbrush?
For tips on how to start the talk, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov. A public service message from the Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration.
Start of the second quarter, Southview with the basketball leading 15-6. On the drive, shooting it up, no good. Meadows missed it. It's out of bounds. It's going to go to Longfellow. Longfellow in blue, Southview in white. Alongside Joe Bonk, I'm Rob Polinsky. 15-6. Southview leads after 1, and it was mostly 3-point field goals. And Isaiah Rouser made 3 of them to give his team the 9-point lead. Into the front court, Christian Morales gets the ball to Salomon. Salomon put it up. Yes, and a foul. So Salomon with 3. He'll look for 4 at the line. And that cuts the lead to 15-8 with 5:36 to go in the half. New player into the ball game, Shane Ramey Rowland, number 34 in blue for the 7th graders for Longfellow. Missed free throw. Rebound Salomon. Gets it out to Dior Payne. Payne, edge of the center circle. Dribbling in. He's on the baseline, on the drive, put it up, off the rim a couple of times. And we're going to get a whistle and a traveling violation. That will give the ball back to Southview. Isaiah Rouser with it. Rouser open, another 3, another make.
You gotta be kidding.
Joey's made 4 of them. He's got 12.
He's on fire.
You got to double team that young fella. 18-8.
Put a man on him. Put 2 on him.
Right. 5 minutes to go in the first half. He's not shy to let it fly. And why not? There's a 3-ball up in the corner, no good. Offensive rebound for Longfellow, and that's Sennard Henry. And he'll get it off, shot up, no good. Rebound to Julius Manning. Manning had his pocket picked by John Salomon. Salomon, top of the circle, looking to get rid of it. Trying to find a teammate, does so in the corner to Christian Morales. Morales back to Salomon, dribbled it off his foot, and coming out of there with it is Meadows. Meadows will underhand and lay it up and in. Nice job, Jamarian Meadows. Tell you what, Joe.
I tell you what, they got some style points here today.
They do, and they've got 20 points to boot with 4:15 to go in the half. They might put 50 on the board.
Crazy.
Turnover. They'll get it back. Southview 7th graders coached by Brian Burge, and the Longfellow 7th graders by Coach Raisler. Told you about John Salomon. His favorite subject is math. Kyrie Irving, his favorite athlete. And he likes to play football, linebacker, running back. He would like to be an accountant.
Oh, hey.
There's a couple of free throws here by Rouser. Let's see how he does at the line. Young man has 12 points on 4 3-point field goals. Maybe he should just step back behind the line to take his free throws, Joe.
Yeah, there you go.
That one's no good. And coming in is Arzell Nash. Arzell Nash will come in for Julius Manning. Rouser will try to split the pair. Missed them both. Rebound. Salomon gets the rebound for Longfellow. Excuse me, they trail 20-8. We get a whistle. Salomon with the ball. He's going to hand it off to Morales. Morales on the lane, put it up, no good. Good defense by Nash. Ball loose on the floor, and coming out of there, the jumper goes up and in. That's a 2-point field goal by John Salomon. He has 5 points.
Yeah, much needed bucket there.
And it's 20-10, 3.5 minutes to go in the first half. On the drive, scooping and scoring. Nice job going to the basket, putting that up and in. Amarian Curry. His first 2 points of the game, and it's 22-10. 3 minutes and 15 seconds to go in the first half. And 3 minutes and 15 seconds till I run out to the concession stand. With the basketball into the front court. With it is Meadows. They get it back for 3, and that's going to be no good by Curry out of bounds. And it will go back to Longfellow. And of course, I left my Altoids in the car, Joe. What was I thinking?
Geez.
You can. That's kind of one of those emergency things. You can always go to those. And I'm just fishing around in my pocket, and I realized they're in the car. With the basketball into the front court, they get it to Salomon. Salomon put it up off the back of the rim, no good. Offensive rebound to put back, no. And out of bounds, it's going to go back to Southview. Boy, battling in there, trying to get that rebound with Shane Ramey Rowland. He couldn't quite get a handle on it, went out of bounds. And coming into the ball game will be Josh Evans, whereas number 1 for Southview and Whitey comes in with 2 points. Coming back in for the 7th graders of Longfellow is number 12, Henry Church. He made a 3-point field goal in the first quarter for his 3. 2 minutes, 40 seconds to play first half. Southview with the ball leads 22-10. Rouser, who's made 4 3-point field goals, gets a screen, gets it back to Nash. Nash on the drive, Nash into the lane. Nash put it up, no good. Rebound comes down to the 7th graders of Longfellow. And dribbling the basketball is Christian Morales. Rouser there defensively. Going to get it ahead. With it is Henry. Senard Henry. Nice pass inside. Shot goes up. Missing it was Henry Church, but that was well done.
Yeah.
Bringing this into the front court. Another long 3. That one is off the rim, no good. Rouser was really far out. And it's 22-10 with under 2 minutes to go in the quarter. Both teams have quieted down a little bit. Salomon on the drive, put it up, lost it on the way up. Offensive rebound, no good. And coming out of there with the basketball is going to be Dylan Dower. Dower on the drive, Dower to the lane, had a shot blocked by Salomon, and John Salomon.
He said, get that out.
Yeah, lets them know about it.
That was a nice block.
Yes, it was. Minute 37 to play first half. They get it to Rouser, a corner 3. That's off the iron. And running down the rebound is Henry Church of Longfellow. Gets it to his teammate Salomon. Yeah, it'd be his classmate too, 7th graders here at Longfellow. Top of the circle. They get it on the left wing over to Coleman. Coleman's going to drive the lane, kick it back to Salomon. 15-footer, takes it, hits it. John Salomon with a nice first half. He's got 7 of his team's 12, and it's 22-12 with 1:05 to go first half. Rouser, left-hand dribble, gets a screen from Arnzel Nash. Nash now gets it. He'll launch a 3. He'll miss that. And the rebound, it comes down to Morales with under a minute to go in the first half. Longfellow down 10. They'd love to get it to single digits here going into halftime, Joe. I think that's always that mental block in my mind when it's double digits, or if you can get it down to single digits, it seems like such a less lead. They're going to get it in for Salaman, threw it a little too far, but he saved it from going out of bounds. They missed the shot. Offensive rebound, no good. Another rebound, no, but a couple of free throws for Sennard Henry. Boy, 3 chances from point-blank range, and now a couple of free throws. Sennard Henry with 26 seconds to go in the half.
Yeah, that save turned into a nice pass.
It did. Could not convert, but now let's see if Henry can help him out at the line. Henry's free throw, back of the rim, no. Checking back in for Southview, number 34, Julius Manning. Southview in white, Longfellow in blue. And second free throw is up and in. Not that I'm some kind of big fashion guy, Joe, because as you've seen me, I'm not. But I'll tell you what, both of these teams' uniforms, those are sharp-looking uniforms these 7th graders have. Driving in is Manning, no good, but he's fouled. Really nice-looking uniforms for both teams. And we're going to get a couple of free throws for Julius Manning. Sennard Henry, who just shot free throws for Southview at the other end. Favorite subject to science, favorite athlete is Cavs rookie Colin Sexton. He'd like to be a chef, and he also likes to play football as a tight end and a linebacker. Manning at the line.
Yeah, Lorain, a couple years ago, went away from the middle school, and everybody's under the Lorain Titans umbrella now, so everybody's a Titan.
Second free throw, no good. Manning missed them both. Coming out of there with it is Henry Church, which is fine, except sometimes I got to keep reminding myself who's on what team.
Exactly.
Morales gets it inside for Salaman. Out of bounds is going to go to Southview. But Southview's in white, Longfellow's in blue. But I like the fact that they're all considered Titans now. I think that I can see where that makes sense, Joe. One high school, one town, why not? They're going to lob it, and it's going to be intercepted. Bringing it into the front court. Henry gets it off. It is going to be no good. And they'll get it off before the buzzer, no good, and that'll do it for one half. Our score at half, it is Southview 22 and Longfellow 13. Joe and I will be back with the third quarter after this timeout. You're watching boys 7th grade basketball. Today's game on WLCS TV 20, home of Lorain City Schools Television.
Ohio State is saving lives every day.
This is Ohio State.
We're the economic engine of the state, a major employer.
Over 60,000 students. We're on the forefront of cancer research. An educational core of Ohio.
Impacting tens of thousands daily.
Our alumni organization is nearly 500,000 worldwide.
This is Ohio State.
This is Ohio State.
Ohio State.
This is the Ohio State University.
Hey, we missed you at the game last week. Is everything all right?
I just haven't been feeling like me lately.
You know I'm here for you, right?
That's a cut. Beautiful.
Acting is one thing. Talking about suicide in real life is another.
In the military, you take challenges head on.
And now it's your turn to do the same for our veterans.
Be there.
Learn how you can start the conversation at BeThereForVeterans.com.
I started mentoring my mentee, Dantre, 4 years ago. I always thought about doing it. It always seemed like a good idea.
We were both nervous when we first met, but everything kind of fell into place.
Mentoring is important to anyone that's pretty fortunate in life to have a little bit of time to pass on that knowledge.
Etienne's a very close friend. I look at him as a brother and a father figure. He taught me just focus on the big picture because I would like to give back just like Etienne gave back to me. Be someone who matters to someone who matters.
The Warriors to Work program makes it possible for wounded warriors and their families to build new lives together.
When my dad left, I was like this big, but now I'm like this big. My dad got a master's degree in human resources.
Thanks to Warriors to Work that my dad has a terrific job.
The Wounded Warrior Project helps him by, giving him another start.
Now that my dad's home, I get a lot more hugs.
I'm really proud of him.
Find out more about Wounded Warrior Project at findwwp.org. Welcome home, the brave.
Start of the second half. 22-13, Southview leads Longfellow. Alongside Joe Bach, I'm Rob Polinsky. Longfellow in the blue, Southview in the white. So Longfellow with the basketball. Salaman with it, kicks it outside. Dior Payne with it, back over to Salaman in the corner. John will pass it to Christian Morales. So it's Morales, Payne, Salaman also on the floor. Number 12, Henry Church. Shot goes up by Salaman, no good. And also on the floor, Demarius Coleman. For Southview in the white with the basketball, Isaiah Rouser. He had 12 points on 4 3-point field goals in the first half. Dylan Dower with it, and he was fouled. Also, besides those gentlemen on the floor, number 13, Marion Curry. We also have number 34, Julius Manning, and to start the second half, number 1, Josh Evans. 22-13, leading the way was Rouser with 12. Evans has 2, Dower with 4, Curry with 2. And on the inbounds, we're going to get a jump ball. For the 7th graders of Longfellow, they're 13 points. Church had 3, Salaman with 7, Henry with 3. And on the inbound, they knock it out of bounds. We'll try it again. In the corner, Rouser will get it back. Rouser dribbling. His pass almost, yes, it is knocked away. Salaman knocked it, but then it goes out of bounds, and it's going to go to Southview.
Good aggressive defense there.
One of those Longfellow gentlemen out there, number 22, is Demarius Coleman. His favorite subject is science. He also likes to play football and baseball as an outfielder. And driving in, putting it up as Rouser off the glass, no good. But what gets me here, Joe, his favorite athlete, Jackie Robinson.
Wow.
Impressive. So the young man obviously has a knowledge of history. Coming out of there he is. You talk about him, he gets the rebound. Demarius Coleman gets it over to Dior Payne. Payne with the basketball. Payne into the lane. And it's going to be stripped and stolen by Rouser. Rouser waits for his teammates. Gets it to Dylan. Dylan with a right side jumper. It's no good. And it's going to be a whistle and a pushing foul on the rebound. So the ball will stay with Southview. And checking into the basketball game, Jamarian Meadows. Jamarian Meadows gets it, puts it up, no good. Offensive rebound by Dower, no good. Rebound loose on the floor, picked up. And it's going to be the Longfellow 7th graders getting it to Dior Payne. Payne lost it, but Salaman bails him out. Kicks it back out. We get a whistle and timeout here. A 30-second timeout, Joe, for head coach Mike Raisler. His team 3-9, Southview at 2-10. And it gives us a minute to remind you that you're watching Lorain City Schools Television, WLCS TV 20 on Spectrum Cable Station 1025. Check out Lorain Schools TV 20 on Facebook for all your entertainment and informational needs. You can follow us on Twitter, and you probably know that by now. We'll remind you that is at LCS_TV 20. The YouTube Lorain Schools station is TV 20. And if you like Lorain Schools TV 20, you'll get some, on Facebook, if you like him, I should say, you get a chance to win some great prizes.
Yeah, our YouTube channel's closing in now on 1.2 million views. So we're doing real well on that.
Speaking of TV 20, I know you guys had your holiday party. What did Schlembacher get you in the gift exchange for this year?
Holiday party. Nothing.
Come on, he was all excited. He told me he drew your name in the holiday gift exchange. He couldn't wait to surprise you. He was all excited. Saw him at the mall. Throw it away. It's out of bounds.
He has another job somewhere as well. He must be over there. Not for.
I see.
Yeah.
So you're saying Bob was not being honest?
Well, he was being honest. He just didn't tell you it was a different work.
I got you. Meadows with the basketball. Meadows gets it inside. Manning is going to be fouled. He'll, I believe, go to the line for 2. He was trying to get off a shot, couldn't do so. Nope, they're going to have him inbound. And Dior Payne will come back in. Coming out of the lineup is going to be Christian Morales. We tease Bob because we can. He's not here.
He's not here.
He get it into Manning, puts it up. No, he'll go to the line for 2.
I will say Brian Corey took us out to lunch at Mutt and Jeff's.
Really?
Very nice. That was very nice of him, and we had a nice afternoon.
There you go. Manning at the line for 2. Julius Manning, line right. Puts it up. That's going to be a little short.
And we heard some Mike D'Angelo stories.
Oh, I bet you did.
Mike's great.
Oh, you got to love Mad Dog. Second free throw is up. That one's no good. And the rebound comes out to Demarius Coleman. He'll get it to Payne. Payne on the left side to Henry Church. Church back to Payne. Payne double team, gets rid of it. And out of bounds, yes indeed. Henry Church, that back foot, Joe, was on that blue line here. And it's out of bounds. It'll give it back to Southview.
And I was surprised that Brian did not see the video on YouTube. Mad Dog Rocks at 2018. He has a music video that we put together.
I did not know that. Rouser gets it in the corner. Josh Evans driving, puts it up, no good. And Salaman comes out of there with it.
It has 150 of our 1.2 million views.
You very rarely leave me speechless, but I'm choosing my words carefully. Salaman puts it up, no good. Rebound loose on the floor, and we're going to get a foul on Salaman as he was trying to run down.
I'll show it to you between games, Rob.
Great, Meadows. I'll tell you the one that you got to show Brian Corey when you guys get a chance. Get it on YouTube and check out Jared Kozar, our mutual friend from WEOL. He has a video where he showed me that Mad Dog trying to get into the to the queue for some big-time wrestling. And they show him trying to get through security, and he's got like 2 belts, and he's got all these, it takes him an hour and a half to get through the security line. And Joe, it is worth the price of admission.
Oh, I
it.
didn't see that.
No. Yeah, you'll love it. Manning with a rebound. Jared showed me that. I about started crying. I was laughing so hard. In the corner, shot goes up by Rouser. It's short off the rim. And it comes down to Dior Payne. Payne for Longfellow with the basketball. And it's going to go out of bounds. It'll stay with Longfellow. Checking back in. He saw action in the first half. Number 34 is Shane Ramey Rowland. Joe, after a pretty high-scoring first half for 7th graders, 22-13, we haven't had any points.
Yeah, I was just going to comment. There we go.
See, we got him off the schneid.
Yes.
That's the reverse curse. See how you do that? Salaman with a basket makes it 22-15. And at the other end, a whistle and a foul. And it was Josh Evans who was fouled. And he's going to get a couple of free throws. He has 2 points.
It's that ESPN karma with you, Rob.
Something like that. Just told you about Shane Ramey Rowland, number 34 out there. The young man, favorite subject is social studies. His favorite athlete is Myles Garrett of the Browns. Baseball, he likes to play shortstop, and he wants to be an architect.
Nice. Actually seeing more of that, the more the players like in the Browns play, now that they were kind of winning.
Yeah, right. Yeah. There's a free throw. It's up and in by Josh Evans. He has 3, 23-15. 2.5 minutes to go first half. Into the front court. Get it top of the circle. Around the perimeter, Salaman got it to Dior Payne. Payne with it. Payne to Shane Ramey Rowland. Back outside to Salaman. Sets up the offense, puts up the shot and hit it. Salaman now in double digits, Joe. He has 11. And it's 23-17. They're within 6. It's as close as they've been in a long time.
We got a game here.
Yes, we do. Rouser with it. Southview scoreless in the third quarter to this point. 3 ball in the corner, up off the rim, no good. Rebound, Demarius Coleman. Coleman on the drive all the way to the basket. Had his shot blocked from behind by Dylan Dower. Rouser with a wraparound bounce pass that is out of bounds. Tried to get it to Jamarian Meadows.
Nice idea there. The speed got a little bit better of him there.
Minute 44 to go in the third quarter. 23-17. The team in white, Southview with the lead over the team in blue, Longfellow. But Longfellow is coming back. They've outscored them 4-0 in the quarter. 90 seconds to go in the third. With it is Coleman. Got it to Payne. Payne on the dribble. Payne can't get off his shot. Double teamed, in trouble. Got to get rid of it. And he is going to travel. Again, you're watching 7th grade boys basketball today on WLCS TV 20. Rob Polinsky, Joe Bach, glad to be with you from Southview Middle School. It's Longfellow against Southview. And throwing it up there was Evans, no good. And hauling in the rebound was Ramey Rowland, and he'll hand it off to Dior Payne. So Shane Ramey Rowland with that rebound. Payne gets it outside to Salomon. Salomon leads Longfellow with 11 points. Back out to Payne, under a minute to go in the third. Payne is fouled before the shot. Substitutions coming into the basketball game. First for Longfellow in blue, number 12, Henry Church. And in white for Southview, number 13, Amarian Curry. Salman puts up the shot. No, we got a whistle and a foul. A couple of free throws for John Salaman, who has 11 points for Longfellow. I think we told you earlier his favorite subject is math. Favorite athlete, Kyrie Irving. He likes to play football, linebacker, running back. John wants to be an accountant. A couple of guys like Kyrie Irving. Christian Morales, one of them, wears number 30. Morales' favorite athlete, Kyrie Irving, likes to play football as a wide receiver. He wants to be a fireman. And Salaman makes the free throw, makes one of them. He's got 12. And we've got a whistle and a timeout on the floor.
Yeah, we'll take one as well.
All right, we'll take a timeout. Third quarter action. It is Southview 23, Longfellow 18. You're watching boys 7th grade basketball, WLCS TV 20, home of Lorain City Schools Television.
We make Marines who overpower the desire to quit with the perseverance to prevail. Not for glory, but for honor. For a code that isn't written or spoken, but lived. It's what we do. It's who we are. It's the battle cry of our fighting spirit. Battles won. See all the battles Marines fight to win at marines.com.
And following the timeout, Southview with the basketball. They lead by 5. 45 seconds to play in the third quarter. Isaiah Rouser gets it inside. Shot blocked. Salaman blocked it, and Southview will inbound again.
That's the second big block of the game.
Yes, it is. And again, Southview looking for their first points of the third quarter. They get it to Rouser. Rouser's cross-court pass is intercepted. Henry Church got the steal. They get it back to Salaman. 30 seconds to go in the third. They're going to lob it inside for Sennard Henry. His turnaround no good. And Julius Manning gets the rebound, and he falls down and travels. 21 seconds to go in the quarter. And on the inbound, they get it to Sennard Henry. Lays it up and in. He's got 5. Joe, it's a one-possession game. It's 23-20.
Wow.
7-1 in this quarter in favor of Longfellow. They're going to lob it in for Manning. Manning in the lane. Manning with 3 seconds, 2 seconds, and we're going to get a jump ball with 1 second to go in the quarter. And let's see, it's going to be Longfellow possession. So in the backcourt with just 1 second, not very likely they'll get off a shot.
If they do, it'll be tied.
Yeah. They get it in the backcourt, and that'll do it. We have played 3 quarters of basketball. Our score, it is Southview 23, Longfellow 20. We've got the fourth quarter. It's coming up next. You're watching 7th grade boys basketball, WLCS TV 20, home of Lorain City Schools Television.
In an instant, life can change. Hi, I'm veteran J.R. Martinez. If you've been hurt or disabled due to your service, the last thing you need to do is hurry up and wait for a VA claims decision. make sure you file an electronic, fully developed claim or e-claim for disability compensation on e-benefits. It's the fastest and easiest way to get a claims decision. Learn more at ebenefits.va.gov. E-claims and e-benefits, online VA claims made simple.
Copy and paste. There's a lot of hidden dangers out there in cyberspace. Never put your personal information online unless you ask your parents and they say that it's fine. Before you log on, don't be hasty. Please be smart with online safety. Stop and think before your connection. Use these steps for your protection. Online safety.
Stop. Think.
Connect.
Third quarter was all Longfellow. They outscored Southview 7-1, so they cut a 9-point halftime deficit down to 3, 23-20 as we begin the fourth quarter. Southview with the basketball. They have a 3-point lead. Isaiah Rouser will take a three. He'll make a three. His 5th three of the game. He's got 15 in the game, and his 5 threes are a big part of the reason his team leads 26-20 in the backcourt. As they pressed, we're going to get a foul.
Time to put a guy on him again.
I think so. Rouser, Meadows, Dower. Also on their floor to begin. Curry, and the 5th young man is Manning for Southview. Will get you the Longfellow 5 here momentarily. Missing that shot was Henry Church. Also on there is John Salaman. His teammates are Senard Henry, as there's an over and back.
Yep.
Henry Church, Demarius Coleman. Those are the 5 on the floor, along with, I think I missed somebody, I believe Christian Morales is the young man I missed, number 30. Looking to inbound, down 6, 26-20, 5:15 to go in the game. Morales in between the circles, picks up the dribble. Morales, pass to Senard Henry. Henry dumped it inside to Salaman, back to Henry, and out of bounds. They'll turn it over and give it back to Southview.
Tell you what, Southview's really turned up the defensive intensity here in the fourth quarter.
Agreed, they're not giving them any easy shots. 5 minutes to play in the ball game. Dower. Back to Rouser. Gets it to Meadows on the run, missed it. Offensive rebound by Dower. And getting free and missing the 3 is Rouser. Coming out of there with it is Christian Morales. Gets it into Senard Henry, over to John Salaman. Back up top. Coleman. Good ball movement right now for the Longfellow 7th graders, but they can't find an open man. To Joe's point, that good defense for Southview continuing. And they get a steal, and getting the steal is going to be Meadows, and he was fouled in the backcourt. Stops the clock with 4:14 to go. Dior Payne will check back in for Longfellow, his team down by 6. Meadows on the drive, put it up and in. Meadows with 4, and it's 28-20. 4 minutes to play in the ball game. So a 5-0 run to begin the fourth quarter for Southview has taken that 3-point lead back out to 8. And they get another steal. Meadows ahead, gets the ball to Rouser. Rouser was falling down, and I think he's fouled by Payne. Officials talking things over. I believe we're going to be in the 1-and-1. They're going to be shooting a free throw. One shot. If he makes it, he gets the second one. 3:52 to go in this game. Southview in white leading 28-20 over Longfellow in blue. Southview 2-10, Longfellow 3-9. Free throw up, no good. Joe, 2-10, 3-9. These teams are pretty good. Who are they playing?
I don't know.
I mean, what are they playing, the Cavs or what? Into the forecourt, Payne with it. Payne with the basketball. Payne will lob it inside. And it is Senard Henry who was fouled. He'll shoot 2. Stops the clock with 3:35 to play.
Yeah, fundamentally, they look pretty good.
And they can put the ball in the basket.
Yeah. Nice passes. Good ball movement. Nice defense.
Senard Henry has 5 points, and he's at the line for 2. Henry's free throw, no good. In case you missed it, we told you his favorite subject is science. Favorite athlete, Colin Sexton. He wants to be a chef, and he's also a football player, plays tight end and linebacker. Missed them both, but he got his own rebound. He'll take the right elbow jumper, missed that. Offensive rebound that time by Morales. His pass, it's loose on the floor. It's going to be picked up this time by a Marion Curry. And I think we had a jump ball, so the alternating possession arrow is going to go this time back to Longfellow. Get it to Dior Payne. Payne at the foul line. Payne into the lane, and he is a whistle and a foul. Stops the clock with 3:15 to play. Longfellow to inbound. Joe, they are down 8 points, have not scored in this quarter. And with 3:15 to go, they're starting to run out of time. They've got to really make use of their chances here from the rest of the way in. Morales put it up. Yes, and he's fouled. And that's the way to get it going. Morales with his first points. He has 2, a look for 3 at the line, and that cuts the lead at 28-22.
And before that bucket almost looked like the reverse of the third quarter.
Exactly. So Christian Morales will step up to the free throw line. Free throw is short, and it's going to be Southview to inbound. When you don't hit the rim, they blow the whistle and they have you inbound. So they get the ball in the backcourt to Meadows. He's across midcourt. Look at Meadows on the drive, looking for a teammate. And we get a whistle. We're going to get a foul as Payne ran into him with 3:01 to go in the game. Brian Burge, 7th grade coach for Southview. Mike Raisler for Longfellow. One and the bonus if he makes it from Meadows. Free throw in and out, no good. Rebound loose on the floor. And we're finally going to get a jump ball call. Alternating possession arrow, it will go to Southview. They lead by 6. Dower, corner 3, air ball long, offensive rebound back up, no good. Missing that was Curry. And it's going to go out of bounds. It'll go to Longfellow with 2:48 to go in the game. The basketball. Bringing it across the timeline is Coleman. His team down by 6. Coleman gets it ahead to Christian Morales. And we get a whistle, and it's out of bounds. It'll be Longfellow to inbound. On the run, putting that up and in is Salomon.
Yeah, nice floater there.
Yep, he has 14. 28-24, there is a steal with 2:20 to go and then out of bounds. It'll go back to Southview. 2:21 to go in the game. They lead 28-24, getting this 4-point difference here.
If you're watching on Spectrum, just a reminder for everybody, up next will be the 8th graders, and if you're watching on YouTube, you'll have to go in and reload it. But it's a good basketball so far.
Has been good. It'll be fun to see the 8th graders as well. On the inbounds, it's knocked around. It's going to be stolen away. Payne comes out of there with it. Payne had it knocked away by Meadows. And let's see. It's going to be Longfellow basketball. And inbounding is going to be Demarius Coleman. Whistle and their push away from the ball. And that's going to go on Meadows for holding Payne. Substitution coming in, Josh Evans. And now they're in the 1-and-1 bonus, I believe. So we're going to get a free throw for Dior Payne. Dior's favorite subject is science. Again, we told you earlier about him. His favorite athlete, Derrick Rose. He's a running back in football, and he would like to be a lawyer. So Payne, line left for a 1-and-1. Off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound, Salaman got it. 2:10 to go in the game. Longfellow with the ball down by 4. Salaman cross-court pass, and Curry's got it. Shot goes up, no good. And it comes out to Christian Morales, puts up the jumper, glass and rim, no good. Morales got his offensive rebound, lost control. It's going to be stolen away. Coming out of there with it is Dior Payne. 1:45 to go. Payne on the run, had a shot blocked out of bounds by Josh Evans. 28-24. Southview by 4. Southview in white, Longfellow in blue. 7th grade boys basketball. 1:42 to go. It's been a good one.
Has.
They get it into Payne. Payne on the dribble. Payne into the lane, puts it up off the rim, no good. Offensive rebound by Henry, and Sennard Henry with the basket. He's got 7, and it's a 2-point game with 1:29 to go and a timeout on the floor, Joe.
Yeah, don't look now. 2-point game.
28-26 with 1:29 to go in this basketball game. Want to remind you one more time that you're watching Lorain City Schools Television, WLCS TV 20. If you're on Spectrum Cable, Joe tells me that's now 10:25. You can check out Lorain Schools TV 20 on Facebook to get all your entertainment, informational needs right there. The YouTube is Lorain Schools TV 20. You can follow us on Twitter. That is at LCS_TV20. And also want to let you know that if you like Lorain Schools TV 20 on Facebook, we would appreciate that. And if you do that, you've got a chance to win some great prizes.
Yeah, we've been the #1 the top hit for TV 20. So you go to your smart TV and you go to YouTube app and you type in TV 20 and we're right at the top.
1:29 to go in this one. Southview with the ball, they lead by 2. But 1:29 is a long time. They get it into the forecourt. Evans on the drive, his shot no good, but he's fouled. He'll shoot a couple of free throws. Josh Evans has 3 points. He's going to go to the free throw line. Free throw up and in. 4 points for Evans. Substitution coming into the game. It's going to be Henry Church comes back in. And he's going to replace Christian Morales. This is the big one to make it a 2-possession game. He does so. Josh Henry, a couple of big free throws. With under 2 minutes to play, makes it a 30-26 lead for his team, or Southview, over Longfellow. Southview, the home team. Longfellow in blue, the road team. Inside jumper by Payne, no good. Rebound comes down to Henry, back out to Payne for 3. That's too long. Offensive rebound, loose on the floor. Battle for it, out of bounds. It'll stay with Longfellow. They look to inbound, and it's knocked away, stolen. Evans has it. Evans into the forecourt. Got it to Dillon, and we're going to have a timeout on the floor with 54 seconds to play in the game. A 30-26 lead for Southview. They've got the ball, and they take the timeout.
A close game here, Rob. I know what you're rooting for. Is overtime?
Yes, always.
Close
bonus
game.
Basketball.
Exactly 5 quarter time.
30-26 with 54 seconds to go. It was interesting there to me that Brian Birds, the Southview coach, took a timeout. His team had the ball in the forecourt. Now when you go to inbound, you give Longfellow an opportunity to possibly get a steal. So I just think it's kind of interesting that you take that time out there. But obviously Coach Burge has some instructions he wants to give his team, tell him what he wants. And for Longfellow, they can go over to Coach Raisler and find out what he wants them to do.
Well, they're up by 4 points right now, 2-possession game. We just want to make sure everybody's on the same page here.
And on the inbound, it's going to be Dylan Dower. He has 4 points today. Dower, he thought Manning was going to be open. Manning was going to set a screen, so Dower wanted to pass it into him, tried to stop, couldn't, threw it over the line. There's a turnover. So there's the danger of taking that timeout right there.
Yeah.
They give the ball back to Longfellow. Longfellow has it. Payne with it. Payne into the lane, had it knocked out of bounds, and it's going to stay with Longfellow. 45 seconds to go. 30-26 Southview. Inbounding. It'll be Demarius Coleman. And he'll get it to Payne. Payne dribbling around. Payne is going to be blocked and fouled. Kind of a hip check by Dylan Dower with 36 seconds to go. We're going to get a 1-and-1 opportunity for Dior Payne, looking for his first points of the night. Payne's free throw. Young man puts it up, too strong. Rebound is going to come down to Salaman. Gets it right back to Payne. Corner three, if he wants it, he'll take it. He'll miss it long. Offensive rebound. Missing that one was Henry Church. And it's out of bounds to Southview with 24 seconds left.
I had 3 cracks at it there.
And on the inbound, they get it to Rouser. Rouser ahead to Dower. And we're going to get a whistle and a foul with 17 seconds left.
I think that's 10 team fouls. I think we'll be shooting 2 here.
Second half's longer than the first half, Joe, that I can tell you. And at the line is Amarian Curry. Two free throws, first one up and in. Joe was exactly right. It was 2 free throws. He has 3 points, 31-26. 5-point lead for Southview.
Big bucket or big shot here, so make it a 6-point advantage. Nope.
Missed it. Rebound comes down to Henry Church. Hands it off to Payne. Payne into the forecourt. They got to hurry. He's going to be fouled by Jamarian Meadows. Stops the clock with 11 seconds to go.
Well, Longfellow's going to try to put some points on the board with the clock stopped.
And they're going to have substitution here. Coming back in is Josh Evans. So it's a 5-point lead with 11 seconds to go. Payne's team trailing by 5. Front end of the 1-and-1, off the rim, no good. Offensive rebound, back up and in by Senard Henry. He's got 9, and on the inbound with 4 seconds, they are going to foul, and it's Isaiah Rouser with 15 points, a chance to ice it here, Joe. With 4 seconds, he needs to make one of the free throws to ice the game. Rouser's free throw up and in.
Yeah, that should do it.
Yep, makes it 16 points for Rouser. His first point that was not a 3-point field goal, Joe. He had 5 threes for 15. Rouser again, and good again.
Yeah, those fourth quarter free throws, Rob.
And they're going to, yeah, exactly. And they are going to call a timeout with 4 seconds to go. Well, I'll get a chance to ask Coach Raisler about that because he's the 8th grade coach today too. So when I go down to ask him about his 8th graders, I'll just say, Coach, a timeout with 4 seconds to go, down 5. Tell me about that strategy.
Well, maybe there's a 5-point play that we don't know about.
Yeah, we don't know about
in middle school basketball.
That could be. Coach Raisler over there, we're kidding, but trying to play it all the way to the end. Obviously wants to get a quick bucket if he can and possibly a foul. But Coach did tell me that he is going to fill in for the 8th graders as well. So it'll be Coach Mike Raisler coaching the 8th graders for Longfellow as they get set to take on the Southview 8th graders. We'll have that for you as well on WLCS TV 20 and on the YouTube station.
Playing it right down to the end.
So following the timeout, it's going to be Coleman to inbound. And he's going to get it to Payne. Payne picks it up. Payne with 2 seconds. Payne with 1 second. Payne gets it off, and it's off the glass and rim, no good. It would have counted. And our final score today, it was the Southview 7th graders 33, Longfellow 28. For Southview, they improved to 3-10, and for Longfellow, they're going to drop to 3-10. Quickly, Joe, scoring by quarters. Southview led 15-6 after 1. You see both teams shaking hands. They led at half, 22-13. Longfellow cut into that lead in the third quarter. It was 23-20 Southview after 3, and Southview with a 10-8 advantage in the fourth quarter wins it 33-28. And one of the reasons they won the game, Joe, they had 7 free throws in the fourth quarter.
There you go.
We talk about fourth quarter free throws all the time, and there you go. So individually for Southview, Josh Evans had 5. Isaiah Rouser led everybody with 17. Jamarian Meadows had 4. Dylan Dower with 4, and Amarian Curry had 3. For the Mike Raisler's Longfellow 7th graders, Henry Church with 3. Christian Morales had 2. John Salaman led them with 14. Senard Henry had a solid game. He had 9. It all adds up to a Southview win. They win it 33-28. That's going to do it for our coverage of 7th grade basketball.
And if you're watching on Spectrum, 8th grades will be coming right up. And if you're watching on YouTube and you want to watch the 8th grade, go back and reload the 8th grade game.
So once again, the final, it was Southview 33, Longfellow 28. You've been watching 7th grade boys basketball on WLCS TV 20, home of Lorain City Schools Television.
This has been a production of Lorain City Schools TV 20 WLCS.